The Uber driver is here.
This is our third and last IVF round.
So you want 7,000 before you do
Divine vintage.
winemaking around
It's up to you. Update for the IVF. So first,
your left toes rolling through your ankle, your inner thighs. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Make it feel good just to kind of rock a little bit side to side. Shoulder width distance apart, they're about hip width distance apart, or skin height heavy. Maybe just alternate, bending one knee, straightening the other leg. Pose. We're going to lower onto our belly, so you can bring your knees down first if you like, and just lower your weight down. Reach your tailbone towards your heels and lift up through your chest. In, press your shoulders down. You stay up onto your fingertips and lift your chest up towards the sky. Think of and imagine you're trying to bring your elbows together to touch. Let's bring the hands at the front of the heart on Jelly Mudra. Deep breath here. Consider how you want to feel today, how you want your day to go. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this short morning yoga.
The Uber driver is here. The prettiest Uber driver.
I'll get the visual first. I will get this part. She didn't ask for your ID, but
Huh?
she didn't ask for your ID.
She did too?
You want my ID?
Yeah. No, she did. And she's already. She really feels good. Oh my god, cute pa yung nail.
Ay, wala akong buko.
Okay, hindi ko pa hinita. In and out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and out. Yeah, I think this one is like tomato.
Pa yan ang mga binibenta niyo ha? Ikaw na lang nga bro. Magkano yan? Talaga. Nauso yun ngayon. Bagay sa'yo yan.
Diba? Y2K.
It's a Y2K. I'm gonna get this one. Yeah, she's a Y2K babe.
Nasaan yung sa'yo? Hindi ko nag-watch yun.
No, this one's mine. I love it on you.
You like it?
Yeah, where's the charm? Oh,
Diba?
that is so
That's
funky.
unique. I'm getting this.
And you can open it up a little bit if you need to, but they won't scratch you. And then once you get it, you can wipe it with a little. But then reading with a stone, like they're between 130 and 180. The pearls and the stones are a little bit less, and the turquoise are a little bit more expensive. They're more rare.
And then this bracelet.
So these bracelets are just as long as when you like start, it feels like. And these are a little bit thicker, so they're kind of harder to adjust, but you can give it like a.
Do you guys have water?
Yes. Like your name.
Yes. Mia, N-I-A-H.
Whenever you're ready, 2025. And this party's gonna have the bathroom front on the other side.
Good morning, everyone. It's currently 8:25 in the morning. We have an appointment today with my fertility doctor to get some update and follow up for our IVF. So, if you don't already know yet, this is our third and last IVF round. After this, if it fails, if it succeed, great. But if it doesn't, that's it for us. We're done trying. So right now we have 3 embryos in the freezer, and we're gonna have to use them, and that is probably what we're gonna talk about on our IVF appointment today. We're probably going to discuss when it's going to happen and when we're gonna do the transfer. Obviously, we're probably not gonna do it probably not till the end of this year, and probably next year. We don't know yet, but I will update you guys on what happens today and what we talk about. But definitely we'll have to do some follow-up to see what we need to do with our 3 embryos right now in the freezer. So we'll just update you guys again later. Bye. have that on video. Yeah.
Aren't they fun? Love it. And then like we have these little wrapping glasses so we have
Look at Jen.
You know what's funny? My daughter's obsessed with oysters. I've never eaten one. To be honest, I've always been afraid. I'm definitely gonna try, and I'm gonna send it to you.
You gonna try them? She likes fresh oysters like this?
To be honest, the reason
You don't
why
eat them, right?
well, the reason why I've always been scared of a lot of seafood is only because I'm allergic to crab. So I know a lot of them are like semi-related.
Be careful then. I don't have EpiPen for you.
It wasn't shellfish because I've eaten shrimp and I was okay. Crab was the only one that got me.
Is this ginger?
No, it's only 11 cents with my And so you definitely have to sleep on the plane, because otherwise when you land, you're going to be exhausted. Yeah.
So a lot of you have asked like what the inspiration for our store was, and it's called Divine Vintage. And Nick and I had been traveling the world, and on our travels we would always, I'm obsessed with vintage. I started collecting vintage jewelry and was always like up for the hunt, and that was always kind of my hobby when I traveled. And Nick is obviously wine. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. So our travels would be, I'd spend the day vintage hunting, and he'd spend his day out finding great wines in Spain and France. We just went to Japan, and he was like on a sake search, and we'd come back and we'd be like, I found this and I found this and I found this, and we'd bring it home. And basically my closet got too crowded and we started buying too much crap. We're like, what if we want to share this with everyone, because people would go, what have you found, or what's the hot new thing, or with him they'd go, what's the hot new wine? So we opened up the shop as definitely a passion project, which has become Divine Vintage.
I started doing winemaking around the world. So in like 9 countries, 12 harvests.
What a life
you live.
I know, you should write a book.
I know, it's only
I'm gonna tell you, you gotta drop out of school, you're going to London, you're becoming a wine connoisseur.
I did that fast, and then I went to a winemaking thing.
Yeah.
It's our 22nd anniversary this year. And then I moved to Rome, and I worked at a wine academy at the Spanish Steps. Pretty fun. And then
So
I
is
went to
this
Asia.
still possible for a modern day English?
I went to the ocean.
And then I made a lady from Santa Monica, and I've been here ever since.
This is one of my favorite things that we sell in the store. It's called Bacari from Italy. They can tell you more about it. But we chose to serve it over vanilla ice cream and little cookies.
London to Rome, Rome to Palermo, Sicily,
Yeah.
and then this is a Sicilian island, which is closer to Tunisia than it is to Sicily, and it's a volcanic island.
Yeah.
Giorgio Armani's got a guest house, he's got like a holiday home there, like a vacation home. So I went down to see these guys, and this is a grape they call Zevibo. So when they talk about A to Z, this is the Z, but it's actually a grape called Muscat. So the family of Muscat or Moscato is all around the world. It's like the ancient.
This is for both these folks. We can put that in front of the camera there. So this is the Jack of all trades, master of many between the two of you. You could start your own business or your own country. It's up to you.
Yeah, girl.
There's a lot of intelligence. But you could create environment between the two of you. You could create new environments for people to grow and to just blossom. There's something about your energies that's very educational and informative, and you help people to blossom. So there's insight. I see you both putting mirrors to people's faces, but you bring different qualities to the table. Okay, so between the two of you, that's what you've got going on.
Is it fun?
Yeah,
Good.
I love wine club.
Yay!
It's so much fun to do it when you're like learning at the same time, rather than just like drinking it. You don't know what's going on.
Oh, you need our cute tissue? That's what I'm saying, literally.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. I am on my way to UCLA to get my Brunch shot, and I just realized that I actually did not update you guys on what happened after our IVF follow up with my doctor. So I figured I'm gonna tell you guys. Last year we were supposed to start the transfer, but a lot of things happened last year. For me, first I had to have my thyroid removed because it's been a while since I had my Graves' disease, and my doctor and I decided that, you know what, we should probably just remove your thyroid. It's probably easier for you because the medication that I'm taking for my Graves' disease wasn't like the best for somebody who's trying to get pregnant. And also, I'm still young and I didn't want to be in that medication forever. So, not long after my thyroid surgery, I ended up in the hospital for a month because I had some gallbladder issue where they had to remove my gallbladder because of my gallstones, but that wasn't the real issue. The real issue was I had complications on the surgery. I had a blocked bile duct that caused my liver enzymes to go high and also turned me yellow. But that's besides the point. Hold on, my nose is itchy. I don't know. I was really hazy about what really happened there, but I just know that I ended up in the hospital for a full month because of my bile duct being blocked, and I was in so much pain, and my liver enzymes was going up, and it wasn't going down at all. Also had infection. So it's actually a rough December. I spent my whole December in the hospital. I barely got out of there, like I think just right before the new year. Fast forward now to March, and if you guys haven't been following along, we have 3 healthy embryos in the freezer waiting for us to be transferred. So we're good on that. All we just need to do is to just, transfer the embryo. So when is that going to happen? So that's going to happen on November of this year. I have to get back to my healthiest because right now, even though everything is going down, my thyroid and my liver enzymes are not back to normal yet. So the main concern is the thyroid. I'm still like hypo, and we haven't really figured out my correct dose. I will not have another appointment with my endocrinologist till May. Hopefully by then, my thyroid levels are back to normal, but we'll see. And then another thing that we need to do is have my liver enzymes back. So I have another appointment with my hepatologist here in a couple of weeks. I think I have another appointment on May with him. He had ordered an MRI for my liver, and I'm hoping that by next month the liver enzymes are back to normal. Then another thing that my fertility doctor did is she ordered to do some more tests as to why we are having a couple of miscarriage. So she did a test on that. I think she did like some genetic testing and all other tests in my blood. I don't know what she ordered, but we did some of those tests. One of my tests came back elevated, which is the prolactin. So I have to go back right now and get that test done. And I also need to get my glucose testing done, which is what I'm going to do today. That's why I'm going back to UCLA today. And then another thing that we have to do is for me to get back to Lupron shot, because my doctor wants my uterus to be suppressed and small as much as possible, because I do have adenomyosis. And because of my adenomyosis, my uterus is bulky and big. So with the suppression, it helps it to get a little smaller, I think. Although I have not seen, or we have not seen it really go down in size, but it does help for it not to progress. I'm gonna be on Lupron shot for another 6 months. Today is my first month, and then we're gonna stop that, I think, on September, and then October we're gonna go check and do the saline test and make sure everything is okay before we transfer. Then we're gonna go ahead and start with the program cycle. So we're gonna do that. So that is the follow-up with that is the update for the IVF. So first, get my health back to normal, get my liver enzymes back, get my thyroid back to normal. And then next is to be on Lupron shot starting today, which is what I'm going for. Then the third one is to get my glucose testing done and my prolactin, do some testing on October, probably a hysteroscopy and a saline ultrasound. Then November, we're gonna go and do our first transfer of the first embryo. Then also in addition, so my doctor gave me an option to lose some weight, because I am on obese category and she wants me to at least be in an overweight category, because obesity is also increases your chance to have a miscarriage. So she wants me to at least lose another 30 pounds by October, which is actually, if you think about it, it's actually doable, because that's only like 5 pounds per month. So I'm gonna try and do my best to do that, because right now I'm just like happy with everything. I'm not trying to like pressure myself to lose weight, because that's what got me in trouble, why I was hospitalized, because I tried so many diets. I tried keto diet, and that's what triggered my gallstone to pass, and all the whole shebang. But I'm not even gonna bore you guys about that. So anyway, that is what's probably what I'm gonna add to my plan, is to also lose another 30 pounds by October. But I'm not gonna pressure myself with that, but I will do my best to lose weight. So anyway, that is the update. I'm sorry if I like blabbed a lot, but that is it for my update, and I guess I will just update you guys again later on. Bye.